Guys, let's talk about Eugenia Cooney real quick. Okay, now I got interested in her recently because Just Breathing Today put something on her channel and I fell down the Eugenia Cooney rabbit hole. So I've been watching different clips of her and stuff. And oddly enough, I find her content very comforting, like some of her Twitch stream clips that are on here. And, it's just random enough. It's almost like the Amberlynn Reid organizing videos. They comfort me somehow. I know that's strange, but I really want to talk about the issues surrounding her. I'm not going to talk about like her ED or whatever like that in depth because I think me personally, that's something you have to treat on your own. No amount of strangers on the internet, or as I've seen, even her, close friends tried to get her help. None of that is going to do anything if she doesn't want to get the help herself. Okay. And always there is her mom, Mama Deb. A lot of people blame her or like put some kind of responsibility on her. And I kind of have mixed feelings. Now I'm new to the Eugenia verse. So y'all correct me if I'm wrong on anything I'm saying. When I say I'm new, it's like maybe a month I've been watching. And I said to myself, on the one hand, when you have somebody that has a problem like that, any kind of addiction or disorder like that, as a family member, you're kind of a satellite of said problem. There's not a lot that you can always do. But then on the other hand, I thought to myself, and I don't know for sure, but what if Mama Deb is kind of enabling her, not just because she feels there's nothing she can do, but because they make money, like her problem is monetized. Like I heard Breezy say one day, if your addiction or disorder, in this case, whatever, is monetized, it's not a motivator to stop. Because normally when you go through things like that, you lose a lot. Sometimes some people lose it all, whatever it may be, family, friends, money, job, whatever, health. But if your addiction or disorder is monetized, there's no motivation through loss. And it made sense to me, like she's gaining so much as far as money from streaming this stuff because, there are people out there that like to see that, odd as it sounds. Like they have like, I guess, a little fetish or whatever for people like her. And so I have mixed feelings about Deb. I just do. I don't know what to think. I've watched some videos about like some somewhat deep dive videos about her. I don't know what to think about her. I can't. On the one hand, she seems a little dinky, if you'll excuse the word. But on the other hand, she doesn't. She's very aware. Like if you watch her, she damn sure knows what a luxury brand is. Okay, I mean, not that that means anything, but I don't think that she's as slow as people try to portray. I've watched her and she knows a lot about like, let's say, status symbols, and like status symbol vacation spots, as well as physical items like jewelry, clothing, and stuff like that. And I don't know, she just kind of like, she's hard to read, but again, I haven't been watching for long. So my point is, I don't want to put all the blame or just the blame on Mama Deb, but I don't know the background of their relationship. So somebody in the comments maybe fill me in. I don't know if you feel like it, or if I'm wrong, if I got it wrong, tell me. I don't know. But that's my impression coming in as a new viewer. And also, that's all I really wanted to put out there. There's not a lot of depth to this because I haven't been watching that long, so I don't want to jump to all kind of broad conclusions. But you never know how somebody is, but she seems like she's a nice girl, to her viewers, a nice woman to her viewers. I know I've seen earlier videos of her and I realized that her voice is different. She kind of has a different persona now. I don't know whether she's doing it on purpose or due to the ED. She's, she doesn't have the nutrients in her body she should. And from what I know, which admittedly is very little about things like that, it can affect like your thinking, maybe your voice, your just all the things we kind of take for granted, but because she's not eating properly. And then another thing is sometimes I don't eat properly myself. Like if I'm depressed, let's say, or even just not even depression, sometimes I just don't eat anymore like I used to. If I even go a day, and let's say I just eat some grapes, which does happen sometimes, I don't feel right. Like I'll have a headache. I feel off. You know how it feels when you go for a while without eating. I'm just wondering how she feels. Like beyond that, the smiling and stuff, she must physically not feel great. And she's got to be eating something or getting some kind of drinking a shake or some kind of shot of nutrients. Because if she wasn't, she wouldn't be here. She's got to be taking some kind of nutrients. I just wonder what it is. All these things are things that pop up in my mind. And I've watched like old Lordy is Jordy's channel and heard different people talk about this situation. And it's just so fascinating to me, but yet so sad. And like I said, she seemed like a sweet person. And it's just like sad to kind of watch her and other people on here, to watch people just kind of decline. But it's an interesting look into things. My very first girlfriend was a recovering anorexic. And so she told me about the different struggles and stuff. And she was like in a program, but she was a size 2 when I was with her. So she wasn't, and she was eating, but she still struggled with things. Like when she ate, if we went out to eat, which was frequently, she liked me to eat with her. Like if I wasn't hungry, she'd be like, no, I want you to eat with me. Like she'd make a big deal about it. I'm like, okay, I'll get a small plate. Because it's like a mental thing. I don't know. I don't remember everything about it, but I do remember that. And so I can't imagine just what Eugenia's going through. And like, people say she'll sit there and stream for hours, like for instance, and not drink water. How? Like, I can't imagine how her body must feel. Like, I get digestive issues and all kind of crap when I don't eat. Like, I don't understand how she does it. Like, one time, I didn't eat and drink for so long, I had to go to the hospital. Like, I just get like that sometimes. I don't know whether it's depression, sometimes. Y'all know things be happening and stuff. And I mean, I just don't see how she sits there. She streams and does the dance things. And anyway, it's wild. It's wild. But like I said, oddly enough, some of her streams are just random enough that I enjoy them as like background company. Like if I'm doing something, like if she's sitting on Twitch or if she's doing some haul or something. But I have so much more I could say, but I just want to leave it there. I don't want to make this too long. Y'all chime in the comments. I might make more videos as I go along watching her. Okay, so please stay tuned and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.